Hey, Adrian. Good day, sir. Um, I'm going to get in the weeds on something here. I'm requesting that you follow me on this. Right here, let me back up so you can see where we are in relation to the Jeep. Right here, in this area by my finger, there was some seam sealer that I just removed. Yeah, I know. I should have seen that earlier, but it just kind of blended in. So I removed that, assuming that this entire area, which is the inside fender shock tower on the passenger side of the inside engine bay, and they're both identical areas, I assumed there was seam sealer along this whole segment. I removed this, taped this up, getting ready to put seam sealer down on the Jeep. And today's Saturday, okay, so it's coming back to you Tuesday, but reviewing all the details, I think this is something that you need to be alert to and make a decision on. So I prepped this out to put seam sealer onto. Also right here in the same area. And then on that side, I prepped it out with more tape, like another piece here. Started prepping that out more, and I thought, wait a minute, I don't want to get crazy here. I don't remember seam sealer being in the book or being an area that you drew attention to earlier, such as up here. So I consulted the book, which I'm doing right now, and the book, let me turn the fan off so you can hear a little bit better. The book only shows, and this is the area that is applicable. And if you look in here, this is where is this? Yes, this is the windshield area right up here. And I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. I know we did that. Yeah, I believe this is the front of the engine, the cowl. Number 4. Okay, here's another good look. This is the area that I was just filming, right here by my finger. And there is no seam sealer here, okay? And if I'm correct in this, which I don't know if I'm reading that correctly right there. And the rest of the pages don't show where else to do this, irrespective of that area. So, although I can't find in the book proof that there's supposed to be seam sealer here. However, there was a segment that had seam sealer on it. So, because I have materials left over that are yours for this Jeep, would you like me to go ahead and apply that on here? Now, I'm not going to, this is all out of my, I'm not going to run another invoice because I closed it out. So it won't take very long, but it wasn't here in the book, but there was a little bit right there. I have some more material. If you'd like me to, I can run a bead right here, right there, and on the other side of each one of these shock towers. But I'll only do it if you want me to. The book doesn't indicate that there was any there. So that's why I'm at a position where I'm not going to, of course, assume anything or take liberty to do something that maybe later on you would probably, I don't know if you would, but you might, take some umbrage with it and say, well, why was that put on when it didn't need to be? So It could go either way. I'll do it if you'd like it to be done. If not, we'll just, drive on. While I'm here, let me just show you these brackets up front, how I had to remanufacture them to get underneath them, removing any welds on there. Because when I put it together, there was only that one bolt right here, bolt area, that would hold the front of the truck together. So what I did is I welded a segment here to give it a second hold down position. So I've eliminated that weld and put these larger square tubing on there to utilize the hardware bolt underneath there, which is not quite perfectly aligned with the strut right there. So that is fixed, that's working. The back end right here hardly had any rust on it. So I've gone through it, sanded it down. I used a big heavy wire brush, rotary wire brush, which is a beast of a tool to use. It is very difficult. It's really a beast. So it'll beat you up if you're not very careful with it. So I used that, sanded it down. Let me show you the other side. There's virtually no rust on here, so I'm going to spray this with primer again. There's a couple areas that I want to reshoot. Right here, a little bit there. These A-pillars on both sides, and of course the inside a little bit. But I don't want to shoot any primer if we're going to put the seam sealer down in those areas. So make a decision today. Just let me know, and we'll get it all done and have it ready for you by Tuesday. Okay? Thanks, Adrian. See you. Bye.